Milan, London, Paris, New York. International destinations for the world's top buyers, press, style setters and paparazzi. We'll be taking you to see what the major ready-to-wear designers showed on the catwalk, the clothes that'll be selling this autumn. But which are the important looks? Which are the showstoppers, just to add to the glamour of the occasion? This international fashion video, put together by the Drapers Record team headed by fashion editor Elaine Deed, selects the top designer collections and analyzes the trends to give you the complete fashion picture. First stop, Milan. Milan, the mecca of creative style, from furniture to fashion, where colorful sportswear is seen on the streets and dressy, couture-like designs on the catwalks of the top ready-to-wear designer collections. It's a mood epitomized by Giorgio Armani, the name behind the Era Uno label. He takes off all the fussy detailing from past seasons, creating a totally pared-down line, the simple dress shape. The collarless coat dress. The dress and coat ensemble. Gianfranco Ferré once again proves master of cut and combinations of fabrics. Putting together sheepskin and ribnit, he creates new roomy blousons. Angora and taffeta for blouses. The coat is all important, with extra-large lapels emphasized by fur, and the coat dress seen underneath in pinstripe wool. It's a subtly glamorous look for evening, with more mixtures of fabrics, metallics, satins and flannels. Luciano Soprani designs under his own label and for Basile, his look depicted by actress Jacqueline Bisset. His collections run the gamut of greys, blacks and browns, like most in Milan, but never look dull. His innovative shapes feature asymmetric fastenings, the return of big lapels on coats, and for evening, dinner jackets and dresses with bare necklines and backs. Forte of Gianni Versace's daywear is a new tailored look, suits with tunic-length jackets, also bi-patterned in checks and leather, and a more waisted silhouette, introducing curved hemlines. Note the 7/8 length for coats over narrow trousers. For evening, he moves into a high-tech mood and shimmering metallics draped like silk to flatter the form. From Krizia, the dressy daywear look comes through again. Designed, it's said, for the active, dynamic, well-informed woman, the ideal customer, with a hint of nostalgia for classics. There are also furs in disguise. Printed tigers, leopards, and ocelots. And the knitted bear, this season's intarsia animal for collectors to add to their menagerie of Krizia sweaters. For evening, looks designed to synchronize with skyscrapers and the Chrysler building that inspired shapes in pleated shot taffeta. Total femininity is the formula from Lara Biagiotti. Sweeping circular skirts, softly fitting dresses in flannel with tucks, or colorful scarves of fabric to drape and tie in cashmere or silk. In younger collections, such as Touche, there are bolder statements, hints of the 60s. Boxy jackets, shorter straight skirts, bold checks, shift dresses, big buttons, and headscarves. Meanwhile, the famous Missoni knitwear this season is seen in bright color combinations, vivid plaids, and striking houndstooth jacquards. Showstoppers, French style, from Complice, are created by designer Claude Montana. Total looks strikingly monocolored from head to toe. Leather outfits, tailored Wall Street suits, a taste of the dramatic tout ensemble look and what's to come in Paris. In Paris, East met West for a showdown of fashion. The giants of French and Japanese ready-to-wear battling for the fashion headlines. Exaggerated cut and textures of Japan contrasting with the French high-fashion chic. Karl Lagerfeld is one of the French designers to put emphasis on new proportions at Chloe, exaggerating the look by lengthening collars and lapels, adding outsize mufflers, and putting double hems on skirts. His collection is never without wit, this time in the form of bathroom and toolbox accessories. Also tap and shower motifs on evening dresses, with sprays of water in sequins and beads. Meanwhile, the Chanel collection, now under his influence, is as wearably chic as Coco Chanel herself could have wished to see. Claude Montana gets full marks for those stunning showstoppers and the directional three-quarter curve-shaped coat in herringbone wool. His Wall Street coats and suits are the ultimate executive look. Greatcoats over flying suits or skirts with Biggles helmets. The ultimate sportswear. White cashmere knitwear and fox furs for glamorous superstars. Black or white lingerie looks in satin for les femmes fatales. Sonia Rykiel, in her ever-wearable style, had 7/8 coats, tie or ruffle necklines, below-the-knee skirts, not only in her well-seasoned jersey. In this, the year of the sweater, hers, in a special limited edition, are shown maternity style. To the tune of wolf whistles, the more avant-garde designers in Paris revealed much sexier looks. Chantal Thomas's pinafores fit voluptuously. Rib-knit dresses hug the curves. And flannel corselets cinch the waist. Even more risque are Jean-Paul Gaultier's corselets and underwear, uncovered by trench coats dropping off the model's shoulders. For ballroom or boudoir is the question. Thierry Mugler, master of Hollywood vamp, epitomizes the French evening wear mood, with wraps, gowns and pajamas, recapturing a bygone glamour, complete with Veronica Lake clones. Very little can be called glamorous or chic from the Japanese contingent of designers in Paris, especially from such collections as Comme des Garçons, whose models with grey faces, bedraggled hair and bruised lips, wearing wrapped and knotted fabrics, inspired phrases such as post-Hiroshima. Slightly brighter in mood is Yohji Yamamoto's interpretation, with sharper colored looks, and very bright, layered kimono max. Where Eastern designers such as Issey Miyake do score is with amazing textural effects and combinations of fabrics. If not to be worn, then hung on the walls, perhaps. Kenzo, the most westernized of the Japanese, reaches a compromise. Combining the cultures, he takes the brighter side of the East to create wearable fashion for the West, and mixes patterns rather than textures, geometrics with fake tigers, and boldly colored plaids. For overseas buyers and press, London means innovative street trends, the King's Road and a new generation of young designers, as well as the more established greats of British fashion. The individual clothes show is the forum for the more avant-garde of London. Names such as Susan Close, Jacqueline Hancher for Scorsese, Alto, and Hearts of Oak, along with designers already known for their originality, Fred Spare and Betty Jackson. The more sophisticated daywear mood using British fabrics comes through many a top designer collection in London, perhaps creating a look for the Princess of Wales next autumn. It's very much a season for Sheridan Barnett and his longer line using traditional cloths and what he calls old-fashioned clichés, such as the strict suit, the fur coat, and the long dinner gown. Roland Klein has designed one of his best collections ever, based on the oversized blouson in grey wools for day, jacquard silk for evening. He mixes the silk with knitted Shetland wool, but it's stunning white satin for the glamorous finale. From Jasper Conran, the more grown-up look. Coats and suits in tweeds, herringbone with bright cashmere, striped flannels, and smart pleated business dresses. Altogether sexier and shapelier is his left-bank Parisian mood created by black leather, matelot striped angora, and the inevitable French beret. In her first fashion show, Arabella Pollin, up-and-coming designer name, puts emphasis on those longer proportions using checked and striped Welsh wools and Hebridean tweeds. Tweeds are also a feature of Jenny Koo's collection, this time in Jacob's wool with diagonal, diamond and zigzag weaves, sometimes mixed together in one outfit. Her innovative jacket shapes curve at the hem, or fasten asymmetrically with pleated and waterfall revers. It's back to the Parisienne look for Nigel Preston's collection for Maxfield Parrish, permutating the different lengths. His suedes of dateless investment styling, classic feminine shapes that go on forever. You've seen the interiors, now you can wear the clothes. David Hicks reveals his second major ready-to-wear collection, which emphasizes the same good taste synonymous with his interior designs. Of course, Jean Muir is the epitome of classic good taste. This season, she introduces her kimono coat, as eminently wearable as her much-loved jersey outfits and readily recognized geometric prints. Carrying through the tasteful mood for late day and dinner dressing, Jenny's Wainwright's collection proves that though daywear is a new strength of London fashion, evening wear is not forgotten. Bruce Oldfield revamps the sexy 40s look, emphasizing but not exaggerating shoulders and defining the waist in scarlet, black, and gitane blue. As he says, eat your heart out, Betty Davis. It's even better this time around. Queen of evening extravaganza, Zandra Rhodes calls her collection a medieval pageant. Completing the picture are snoods in gold mesh. And the makeup, once again a feature of the Zandra Rhodes show. Gold eyelids, lilac blusher, and painted-in widow's peaks. For pure fantasy, No one can match Anthony Price, celebrity couturier, who packed out the London night spot, the Camden Palace, 3 nights in a row, where the audience of trendies competed with the clothes for outrageousness. Proving that there is more to American fashion than the tracksuit and sweatshirt, the New York collections were tailored and glamorous for contemporary city living, for the born chic and wealthy, and for that growing market of American executive women. From Perry Ellis, it's a 5-star collection featuring a new silhouette. Jackets called coatlets, chopped-off sweaters, sweaterettes with high-rise sway skirts. Or similarly, high-waisted trousers, repeated in different fabrics through to evening. His cleverest idea is to show a nautical look for winter instead of summer. Skipper suits, yachting and matelot sweaters. And his pièce de résistance, the sailor-collared mink, ultimate in cruise wear. And his contribution to the year of the sweater, a zoo full of animal skin patterns, zebras, skunks, calves, leopards, and tigers. In fact, it's the year for wildlife. Anne Klein showed more zebras and leopards. Knitted sweaters and sweater dresses with alternative bold geometrics. Her collection has the clean-cut city line and is one of the most varied, most color-balanced and most wearable seen this season, putting brights with basics, introducing those longer skirts, and ski pants for leisure. Looks for evening are obviously made for putting on the Ritz. With diamante jewelry to add the final touch of glamour. Calvin Klein is right on form when it comes to tailored sportswear, with coats and suits galore in a melange of metropolis grays, checks, and blazer stripes. Evening wear is a continuing story of stylish dressing, from glamorous lounging pajamas to black dinner dresses with jewel-colored necklines and cuffs. Ralph Lauren's women will be wearing the trousers next season. For day, casual style with hand-knitted ski sweaters, or with blazers, cardigans, neat tailored jackets, Chesterfields, and the double-breasted waistcoat. For evening, brightly colored tunics. And of course, le smoking. Dressy sportswear is the mainstay of the Halston collection. This season using double-faced alpaca and wool with contrasting brights. Shetland knits for day, elongated into evening dresses. The understated styling repeated in chenille or satin with stunning simplicity. The very upper-class Bill Blass collection comprises classy suits and separates, and those confidently tasteful grey flannel trousers with day sweaters in squirrel and wool, or later day metallic and chenille stripes. Evening wear is dedicated to his obviously high society customers who will sparkle by night in any of his glamorous dresses and jewels. As will Oscar de la Renta's clientele, competing for the limelight in sequin tops with velvet skirts, sparkling argyle sweaters, or the most elaborate and bejeweled gown for making an entrance. So, what are the main trends? Here's a quick resume of the most directional lines for the autumn. The phrase is tout ensemble. Permutations of lengths, short coats over longer skirts, the new crop jacket, tailored coats, double-breasted or dressing gown wraps, longer collars and larger lapels, asymmetric fastenings, important buttons, smart city business looks, strong suits, long skirts, short skirts, or trousers, coat dresses, the year of the sweater, and a zoo full of jacquards, matelot stripes, and slender rib-knit sweater dresses, high collars for sweaters and blouses, all in a mélange of black, grey, and brown. Bold checks, houndstooth, Prince of Wales, and block variations. Sophisticated rustics, focusing on herringbones. Smooth city qualities, subtle patternings, worsteds, stripes, and plain flannels. Mixed patterns and tweeds. Bold and colourful plaids. Long, shaggy fur looks. Plush teddy bear pile. And beware of imitations. Contrasting dressing mood. Japanese-inspired textures, square and roomy cut, inevitable kimono sleeves, wrap fastenings, paint splash and smudgy prints, big sweaters bold and block patterned, do-it-yourself leisure mood inspired by protective industrial clothing, heavy-duty fabrics, proofed and oiled surfaces, winter cotton, corduroy, leather and fleece linings, easy shapes, generous skirts, donkey jackets, jerkins, stud fastenings, leather patches. Dinner suits and dresses in menswear fabrics, satins and metallics, draped tunics with long split skirts, evening sweaters and elongated sweater dresses, long gowns that shine or glitter, bearer looks, from the boudoir, wraps and pajamas, décolleté backs for exit dressing. Hats everywhere, bowlers, berets, caps, revamped fedoras, adapted top hats, and the updated cloche. Bright spots provided not only by hats, but also mufflers and gloves. Gloves for the dressy look, short, gauntlet, and elbow lengths. Neckline-filling mufflers and cravats. Ties for the executive look. fake animal skin, baubles, bangles and beads, Chloe's bolts and bathroom fittings, earrings that dazzle and dangle, necklaces worn down those décolleté backs, asymmetric belts slung on the hips incorporating purses, legs in black or grey, sheer or striped, anything but American tan. For the smarter mood, flattering quartz with slim, more solid, even scoop wedge heels, slender evening sandals, boots ankle length and high, mixing patterns and textures. Heads without hats have slicked back hair to show those jewel-adorned ears. Makeup is pale. Eyes in smudgy colors, smoky grays, pinks and blues, even yellow. Back to the 60s with very dark shading. Not forgetting excessive pallor and bruised-looking lips at Comme des Garçons with disheveled style hair. And to go with the avant-garde looks from London, outrageous use of color in the creation of facial art.